actually talked to the vice president of Netflix, Leonard.
Right.
And what happens is when you're basing off of what you're assuming, and then you give me a title of Donkey of the Day. Is your mother still alive?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're from what city in South Carolina?
Moncks Corner, South Carolina.
Moncks Corner. And if I was to call your mother or your grandmother, could they tell me stories of inequality that they had to deal with?
Absolutely.
So would your mother be a donkey?
No.
Would your grandmother be a donkey?
No.
I need you to explain.
Old. Wait, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Hold the fuck up. Clearly, I missed the part where his mama or his grandmama or where he's from had to do anything with your situation, Monique. Now, over the course that this bullshit beef between Monique and, well, everybody has been going on, I've gone from not caring about Monique to fucking hating Monique. Now, me personally, I just don't have the tolerance for people that get in their own way and blame everybody else. And this part specifically applies to black people. I have no tolerance for black people that get in their own way, then blame everybody else, then take it the step further and say, oh, none of the other black people support me getting in my own way. Come on, we need to stick together. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen Monique involved with nothing concerning, the upliftment of our people up until she decided she wasn't getting what she was worth, so racism was affecting her now. Matter of fact, let's get into it, because she loves to espouse this vast history of accomplishments that she has, which, solid 75-80% of which is all from Precious, which is not a fucking comedy. So why she feels the need to bring that up like that actually builds her case to begin with is beyond me. If we want to go by Monique's model, if you want to be an asshole like that, Will Smith is a more accomplished comedian than Monique. But we can't do that because he's not a comic. Except for the fact that he has more awards and nominations in comedy than Monique. Huh. Interesting. Digress. She took her completely unrelated accomplishments and her funky ass attitude to Netflix and decided that despite the fact that she hadn't been relevant in comedy for nearly 20 years at this point, and not only that, even when she was at peak relevance, she didn't have anywhere near the crossover appeal that a Dave Chappelle or a Chris Rock or, sadly, even a fucking Amy Schumer has, and thinks she deserves to be paid amongst the likes of them. And then when Netflix rightly tells her no, oh, it's because you're racist and sexist. And then she goes to the public, hear my cries of Netflix's racism and sexism as I list 2 black men and a woman that have gotten paid. But Netflix is racist and sexist. This shit is just hilarious to me, because it's like she doesn't even see all the black people succeeding all around her. Tiffany Haddish has a show coming up on Netflix now. Pretty sure they paid her more than $500K for it too, because she's more relevant. She has more drawing power today, but silly ass Monique sure didn't notice that. Normally, celebrities just being entitled little shits doesn't bother me. But for one, Monique is entirely too fucking old to still be an entitled brat. And number 2, to try and support her case, she's trying to make it a black issue. She's faking it like she's advocating for black women to get what they rightfully deserve. She don't give a fuck about that. She's mad she didn't get paid. None of this shit has anything to do with anybody else. She threw Wanda Sykes' name in the bullshit, and then come to find out that Netflix deal that Wanda Sykes got was from years ago, and they've openly stated there's no way they could give her an offer similar to that today. From years ago. Come on. Come on.